everyone. So I come to you without any eye makeup on today because we are going to be trying out some new eye products that I have been dying to try out. I've had these for a couple of weeks now and I just haven't gotten around to filming. I got a whole bunch of the new About Face duochrome and fractal eye paints. I'm so excited to try these out, you guys, because some of these look incredible and I'm gonna swatch all of these and share with you guys what I think about them, and we're gonna do a live demo right now. So first off, I do have I think all of the duochrome ones. Now I believe these are $18 a piece, so you guys, these are a little bit up there, but I decided to cash in a gift card. We have Inner World, Rebirth, Serendipity, Intuition, Lucid Dream, Total Eclipse, and Luna. And then for some of the new colors that they added to the fractals, I only picked up 4 of these. Now these I believe are $16 a piece, and these were just kind of the colors that really spoke to me, and I'd been saying for a long time I really hope they add more of the fractal colors because they are so amazing. I almost have all of them. So for those ones I got the color Cloud Control, Next Color, Sour Note, and Augmented Reality. So obviously I cannot use all of these on my eyes today, so it's going to be very, very hard for me to decide. But I think the easiest way is to just kind of like go through, do some quick little swatches of these and just kind of see what we're getting into. So the only two that I have played with just once is these two colors here. So that one is the Cloud Control color and then Next Color. So I have like played with these a little bit, so I don't think I'm going to use these ones today, but I will include some really pretty swatches of these. Cloud Control is kind of like this iridescent, like bluey purpley, it's almost like invisible in some light, and then it's like you see this really pretty flash of like turquoisey blue kind of color. I really, really like this one so far. And then Next Color, this one has a little bit more color to it. It's similar to the last one, but it almost has a little bit of like a purpley lavender kind of like shift to it, and I would say it has a little bit more of like a base color as well. I'm gonna do some better swatches of these though after I film, that way you guys can really see the colors a bit better. We have the color Sour Note. I just love the packaging of this, and the color of it looks so pretty just from that. So let's see what this one looks like. Oh, this is so unique. I've never really seen a cream eyeshadow quite this color. So this one is definitely like an olivey green kind of color, but with a little bit of like a gold shift to it. So pretty. It's a little bit more understated than what I was expecting, but this is still a really gorgeous color. All right, and then we have Augmented Reality. So let's see what this one looks like. Ooh, this one is a really pretty like leaf green kind of color. Going back to like that Cloud Control one, it almost kind of gives me like a cream topper shadow vibe, but like these three, there's definitely a lot of like base color to them, so they're very like full on pigmented and opaque. This one just makes me think of like Emerald City from The Wizard of Oz or Wicked even. So this one's really, really pretty too. All right, so those are all the colors for the new fractal ones that I picked up. Now let's see about the duochromes because I feel like these are just gonna blow my mind. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I don't even know if this is gonna like show up on camera how gorgeous this is, but it's stunning. I mean, I'm seeing like yellow, purple, blue, green, like the whole spectrum. That is so pretty. I really see it go from like yellow to green to like a turquoisey blue. All right, this next one is called Total Eclipse, and this one is kind of more of like a bronzy kind of color, but I'm still seeing like a little bit of like that gold to green to blue shift. So let's see what this one looks like on the skin. This one is kind of like a really bright bronzy copper penny kind of color. It goes a little bit more of like a yellow copper in the light, and then when I like turn my wrist around, it's kind of going more of like a burgundy red kind of copper. All right, next up we have Lucid Dreams. I wish you could see like what I'm seeing right now because I know it never comes across on camera like it does in real life, but this one has a really like super big shift. It goes from like red to gold to green. If you can see that one, very, very shifty. All right, next up we have the color Intuition. This one is a purple. Now one thing I am noticing from swatching just a few of these duochrome ones, they seem like they are kind of separating just a little bit, so I'm kind of going to shake these up a bit to see if that kind of keeps them from kind of having like that separation liquid. This one's very similar to the last one except for it being from like red to gold to green. It's like purple to gold to green. So that is Intuition. If you can see that. Rebirth, and this one is like the green cap. Yep, we still got some of that separation. Okay, this swatch got a little bit messy from that liquid kind of separating and running just a little bit. Green to turquoise blue reflex. This is like what a mermaid would wear, absolutely. I'm gonna give this one like a really good shake before I swatch it. This one's called Serendipity. This one is like a turquoise blue to green to fuchsia purple kind of shift. Kind of swatch these a little funny now when I turn my wrist, but hopefully you can kind of see. So I feel like you're seeing more of the turquoise color. I hope you can see kind of some of the purple coming through. All right, last one here. This one is called Inner World. Okay, first impression, it's looking very, very similar to the last one that I just swatched. It seems like the last one, Serendipity, the blue was a little bit more of like a tealy blue, whereas this one looks more of like a true blue. So, but it's very, very slight. But now that I'm kind of like angling it, I think you can see this one's a little bit more green. This one's a little bit more blue. So those are all the swatches. I'm gonna take a really quick break and film the swatches outside in the sunlight so you can really see what it looks like. So here are the swatches in a few different lighting conditions. Here we have outdoor sunlight. And here is an up close of the colors in direct sunlight. This is indoor natural lighting. I think you can see a little bit more of the shift in these swatches. And this is inside in incandescent lighting. So to start off, I'm going to use one of the matte fluid eye paints. I really love this color. It's kind of like my go-to crease color, and I love it. That's called Capulets. So I'm gonna start and apply just a little bit of this to the outer portion, and I always like to work one eye at a time because these do tend to dry pretty quickly. So I am just going to take a fluffy brush like this and just go back and forth between patting the color to blend it out. I find that this just gives me the best result. All right, and then just to deepen the crease just a little bit more, I'm gonna take this other color. This one is called Weightless. It's a little bit more of a deeper, darker brown. So I'm just going to apply just a little bit of this on the outermost portion, and a little bit will go a long way. So I just like to do a little bit and add more if I need it. And I'm just going to do the same kind of tapping motion and just kind of keep that more towards the outer portion of my lid. All right, so that is my super quick and easy base, takes no time to do. And now I'm trying to decide like what color I want to play with for my eyes. I really can't remember which one is which now that I have swatched all these, so I'm just going to pick one and we're gonna go with it. So I'm going to do the color Intuition. It's this one here with the purpley pink cap. This is the one that I like to use. It's just a flat synthetic brush, and the way I like to typically apply like the regular shadows is I like to actually pick it up off the brush. One, I think it keeps the brush a little bit more sanitary, and it also gives me a little bit more control with how I place the product. So now I've got that on my brush here, and I'm just going to kind of pat this onto my lid. Not gonna lie, it looks a little underwhelming on the eye. I wonder if it's the way I'm applying it. Let's see if building it up gives us a little bit more. It's definitely a lot more subtle on the eye than it looked in the swatches. Okay, let me just try applying it straight from the applicator, even though I typically don't apply it this way. Let me see if that's where we're going wrong. It's definitely more pigmented that way, but it's also a lot thicker. And I don't want to have it like crumble up on my lid. Okay, my typical application method is really not coming through for me for this formula. Like it's just kind of looking like a gray purple on the lid there. I think I'm really kind of messing it up. All right, for Science, we're going to do the same one over here, but we're only going to apply it with the brush. Now that some of the product has been removed, let's see if this gives us a different look. I mean, it's still pretty, but it's not looking like, it's not just capturing that full range of duochrome like it was through the swatches. I believe this one here is the color that I just applied. So I'm gonna kind of let this dry and see if maybe doing like 2 layers of it is gonna give me more of that look, because it is kind of like dulling the sparkle quite a bit. See, if I apply it like straight from the brush, like it's definitely showing up more, but if I try to like blend the edges, that's when it starts to dissipate a bit. So you kind of have to apply these heavy and thick to get them to show up like they do in the swatch, which means it's gonna be thicker on my lid and more prone to cracking. And my eyes are kind of weird, and whenever I put like a super wet product on my lid, my eyes tend to water more, and it just kind of like creates these little like crumbs on my eye. I don't know how to describe it other than that. Okay, let's do another color on the lower lash line. So really quickly, I am just gonna run a little bit of that brown on the lower lash line. And I just like doing a little tiny dollop of that brown and then just smudging it out. All right, now let's just pick a totally different color to use for like the bottom to see if we get a different effect. So I think I'm gonna go with this one, which is called Serendipity. And I'm just gonna apply this one straight from the tube to my lower lash line, because I think that's where I'm going wrong. My method works wonderful with the Reflect formula because they are like more sparkly, but for some reason it's just not working out that great for the duochrome. I just feel like I can't get as precise of an application with these than I do with my brush. Oh, I made a whole mess of this. I don't know how I'm feeling about these. See, like right there, I just like totally smudged it. And I feel like it's showing up really nice that way, but the second I try to blend it, a lot of that color is going away. So these definitely, in my opinion, have a little bit of a learning curve with using them. Oh no, I'm really not liking these now. Oh no. You guys, I thought I was gonna die for these. See, like that like looks really pretty, but it is so messy. I would never just wear it like that. It's almost like you have to apply like 2 layers and you have to blend the first layer and then let all the color just get blended out, but like have the nice clean blend that you want, and then you got to come back with the second layer and just kind of apply it a little bit thicker. So now that the like first layer has kind of like set on my lid, let me just show you up close with my phone what I'm dealing with, because it's separating on the lid and my lids feel very thick. Okay, so if you can see this right here, this is separating really bad on my lid. It's like creasing on me. You can see where it's patching out. The bottom underside is not looking too great either. Like, see how messy it is, like, to get that color to show up? I just don't get how it can look so amazing here and then look like such a train wreck right here. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. Something is not, I gotta see if other people liked these. Since I'm already here, I'm just going to like play now because I feel like the look is lost at this point, so might as well just kind of see what we can do with all these colors. Like, maybe I should have applied these over like a dark base or something, but like the separating issue is like really kind of a problem. I'm gonna get my thoughts collected and I'm going to come back and let you know my final thoughts. All right, guys, I am back. I am calm. I am collected. Now, I did have to pretty much just completely wipe off the entire eye look I had started working on with the duochromes, and I just started completely over. Now, I am happy to say I really, really love the look that I'm wearing now because I feel like it is so pretty. And what I ended up using, Smell Before Rain, I used that as like my crease color. Then I deepened it up with, again, that darker matte brown with the color Weightless. And then I did the new fractal color in Sour Note all over the lid and on the lower lash line and in the inner corner, and I love this look. I did my regular application method and it worked out perfect. So I'm really glad that I do love, obviously, the new expanded colors for the Refract collection. So I'm very, very glad that I did pick those up, but unfortunately for the duochromes, I was not very happy with those on the eyes. It could just be like my application method just wasn't going to be suited for that type of product. And really looking at the swatches of these, like, they swatch amazingly. Like, these look gorgeous. They're so stunning, but unfortunately I did not feel like they translated well onto the eyes themselves at all as far as what the swatches looked like. I was just so let down by these, which is very, very unfortunate because I thought I was going to die for these because I love the matte so much. I love the glitter ones so much. I thought these were gonna knock it out of the park, and swatch wise, I really think they did. Like, they created a beautiful product, but it just did not work out for me at all on my lids. They started separating and it felt really not greasy on the eye, but it just kind of had that always wet feeling, because if I applied it like I regularly do, you get a really nice thin layer and it's comfortable on the lid and it lasts longer that way for me. However, it blended away all of the color as far as like the duochromeness of them. It really just did not show up at all. It really muddied and dulled the color. So then of course, with applying another layer, it did bring back some of that color, but still not really that much of the duochrome shiftiness was that visible. And then that's when the shadows started kind of separating and creasing and just did not work out very well for me. I am really sad that I spent so much money on these because, like I said, they were $18 a piece and I did get all 7 of them. That's on me though. I probably should have just got 1 or 2, but I was so excited to review these for you guys, and I was just so sure I was going to love these, so I was like, I need to get all of them so I can have a really good, well-rounded review video. I'm so sad. Halsey, girl, I love you, but these just didn't work out for me. And I tried to look up some videos to see like what they did like promotion-wise for these, and definitely all the looks that I saw on their page on Instagram were very like avant-garde kind of makeup looks where it was applied very heavily and artistically, which I think is great if that's how you want to use those, and obviously it worked in that way. But if you're gonna wear this more of like a traditional like makeup style way, I really did not like these at all. But if you are interested in trying them out, I would say just pick up one and see what you think before you decide on whether you're gonna get more or not, because unfortunately I feel like I wasted a lot of money on these, and I really just truly don't think I'm gonna get that much use out of these. But I have not written them off. I am gonna give these some more really good solid tries because I want to like these, you guys. I really want to like these, and maybe just I need to figure out a new technique for it. Maybe I need to apply them with my finger. As of right now, I would have to say I would not recommend the duochromes, but I do really like the new refract ones, and I of course love the matte ones. So I would say if you really want to try some of these, go for those. Don't let the duochrome be like the first one you try out, and if you don't like it, don't let it spoil you on the rest of the other fluid eye paint lines, because they are amazing. They are truly one of my most favorite eyeshadow products ever since I have discovered them. Honestly, traditional eyeshadow has kind of been out the window for me, and I have just been wanting to use these anytime I do my makeup. But that is just my opinions and my very first impression of these. So if I end up finding a new method or solution for these, I will definitely be doing an update video letting you guys know how I make them work. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram. Link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.